Hello everyone and welcome to this short video which would be the first part of chapter 2 of a free ebook that's available on the World Xiangqi Federation website. The title of the book is Basic Midgame Tactics. Now this will be the first part of chapter 2, which would be dealing with various different tactics that you can use to capture material using discovered checks. Now a quick analysis of this position. Black has already have an elbow horse in place, and the king has been forced out. The presence of the pawn would disallow the king to move anywhere. It will be basically pinned to this corner of the palace. For black to win, he would need to play c5 equals to 6 and capture the black cannon for the elbow horse checkmate. Luckily for red, he would also have a cannon on the bottom rank, which is already targeting or taking aim at the black king. The presence of the red chariot on the throat rank would prevent the black king from moving. There is also a pawn here to aid in attack, although it is still a little bit far away from the black king. Luckily for red, there's still another chariot which can attack or move as needed. The presence of the black horse cannot be overlooked, as it will be able to provide a little bit of defense by covering this intersection. So it will be red's turn to move. Now, as can be seen, black will only need one move and the second move to capture the cannon for the checkmate. How can red turn the tables? The first move will be r7 equals to 6. Now, the main idea behind this move would be to capture the advisor such that the king will be forced to the throat rank, and red could try to deliver a check or use the poor positioning of the black king to move or maneuver his chariots to save his own king. So at this point in time, the correct way for black to play would be to play c5 equals to 6. It would not be a good idea to play a6 plus 5 because red could be very aggressive and play r2 equals to r2 plus 8 and prepare for the throat cutting checkmate. Now it would be too late for black to try to make this move because red will utilize the throat cutting checkmate and win the game. So that red will be one move faster than black in delivering the win, in delivering the checkmate for the win. So at this point in time, black can only play c5 equals to 6, and it will be a contest of speed to see which color will be able to deliver the checkmate. So red would capture the advisor. So at this point in time, the black king will be on the throat rank. There will be a chariot and the cannon on the bottom rank and a pawn nearby. The red chariot would now spring into action with r2 plus 8 for another check. Now, how should black resolve this threat, this check? Okay. In the book, k5 plus 1 was also given, and c6 minus 3 was also discussed. However, if c6 minus 3 was played, red could retreat this chariot to this elephant eye. Now, by doing so, the black the black horse would be blocked, and the threat of the elbow horse would be resolved. So at this point in time, if black chose to deliver a check, the king could move to safety. And now at this point in time, the red advisor would be threatening to capture the black chariot while the horse would still be under the threat of the red chariot. So red will be sure to gain back lost material, and once black's elbow horse attack was resolved, there will be no more, it will not be any threat for black anymore, and red would be able to turn the tables very easily. So that is why c6 minus 3 would not be viable. So the only way for black to resolve the check would be to play k5 plus 1. Now in the book, p3 equals to 4 was given as the correct way to attack. Now this would be a sacrifice, forcing the black, this would be a sacrifice, forcing the black king to capture it. However, would it be possible for black to for red to have delivered a check with r6 equals to 5? After all, the the chariots were already in place. Now, black cannot resolve this check with a6 plus 5, or it will be an immediate checkmate with, sorry, r6 equals to 5, check, check, checkmate. So the only way for black to move would be to play k5 equals to 4. And fortunately for black, red would have a hard time trying to form or continue his attack relentlessly. And if he were not able to deliver a continuous check or attack, when it would be black's turn, he would only have to play r6 plus 1 to win the game. So that is why p3 plus 4 was a brilliant sacrifice that will force the black king to this rib file. Now there were four variations that were discussed. So how should red attack at this point in time? In the main line, r6 minus 2 was given. However, would it have been possible for red to try to retreat his chariot as shown in the previous variation? Check. And because the black king had already moved to the rib file, the black chariot would now have the added threat of the iron bolt checkmate. So red cannot resolve this checkmate threat, and black would be able to win. R6 equals to 4 would also not be viable because black would not simply just not bother with it and move the king back to the central file. Again, the threat of the checkmate with r6 plus 1 would be still present, and black would be forced to use his chariot to capture the cannon. And at this point in time, it would be very obvious that black would have a significant advantage because now the horse would be prepared to attack. So r6 equals to 4 to capture the remaining advisor would not be a viable alternative. And what about retreating the chariot on the second file? A check. And again, because of black's defense was barely able to protect the black king, red would not be able to continue his attack, and black would be simply faster in delivering the checkmate with r6 plus 1. Hence, only r6 minus 2 was the viable move, and this would be a check. The moves that will follow will be a series of ranked attack or ranked checks. So e3 plus 5, check, 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 and this is a very important intermediate move. Now the black king can only move to the cannon rank where it would be very vulnerable for attack. And as can be seen through a series of attacks, now both the red chariots have controlled the throat rank. And for the black king was positioned at a very undesirable cannon rank for black. So this would be the position was more or less set up, and red could use the discover check for the final win. Check, check, and a discovered check to capture the black chariot, and black would win, and red would win for sure, because after capturing the chariot, let's say black played this move, red would now be prepared to capture the cannon, which would force the black king away. So if, let's say, For the sake of explanation, if, say, black moved his elephant to resolve this threat, red would capture the chariot, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Four major red pieces with two chariots against black's 1, 2, 3, 4. Four less strong pieces, the cannon and horses, and black would not have any chariots left. So the overall red's material superiority would be overwhelming. And as the king would be prepared, red would be prepared to capture the cannon, the king would be forced to move, and black would simply capture the edge elephant as the chariot would have blocked the elephant, and red could simply capture the horse. And as can be seen, by this time it would be a winning position for red. So that is why uh, after r6 plus 4, red will be sure to win. So a short recap, in the initial position, it does appear that black was prepared to go for the elbow horse checkmate. But fortunately for red, he was able to make use of his cannon chariot, and to deliver a series of ranked attacks which culminated in a discovered check, whereby red would remove the most powerful black piece on the board and turn the tables for a win. So I hope you have enjoyed the work that I've done, and if you like this board, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.